Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Yeah, I'm going with Nari's voice for the priest-sounding person. So what? So what? Whoa. You know, I once knew a guy who had a house like this. The police arrested him when they found out why so many people went missing whenever he made a batch of mystery chili. Yeah. There's nothing to be worried about. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Something intensely creepy about this, isn't there? I don't just mean the Bible stuff either. I get the impression that's probably not actually a statue, that's probably an actual person nailed to that. Give us each day our daily bread. Not sure if that was correct pronunciation using the accent I was attempting to use, but we're gonna stick with that. But that seems like the general idea. My mouse button will actually... What the hell's going on here? Clickety click. No? Oh. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your habits. There's just something about scripture makes me wanna take my clothes off. Oh, bit of S&M, is it? Looks like he's wearing a truss anyway. That's weird. Forgive us our sins, as we ourselves forgive our debtors. I'm not sure it's entirely the same. Sodomy can't be equated with failing to give someone a tenner they owe you. Oh, whatever. Lead us not into temptation, or else we'll whip you. Good and proper. Do it again. Oh! But deliver us from evil. That wasn't the correct pronunciation. Take it again. Amen. Fucking bird. I'm not surprised. Another deviant, another bird. First his autoerotic asphyxiation with Anthony, and now the priest who likes to whip himself. Yes, I know your sort. I know your sort, mate. Don't think that I don't. Fucking bird. Yes, we're here again, by semi-popular demand, to play episode 2 of The Last Door, which by myself, Lizzo, and Pixel Art. Apparently Chatmapper as well. They're also heavily involved, at least in the funding of things. Golden tombstones, that's a little ostentatious, don't you think? Perhaps it's a Catholic church, I don't know. That'd explain a lot, actually, especially the whipping. Very, closet supporters of BDSM. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? I don't know, but I can hear the incidental music from Amnesia. I have a feeling they stole it. Unless it's free music, in which case, you know, everybody stole it. Look in the distance, you see a little boy running from a spider. I know, it's an indie game joke in an indie game. Because we heard you like indie games, so I put some indie game reference in your indie game. Who is it? Is it him? Anthony? Answer me! Alright, calm down. Calm down. My eyes! Didn't need those anyway. Oh dear. Clickety click. You know, it'd be easier than doing this constant clicking. Just holding the directional key. What is she doing? Get closer to her. Get close to Anna. Well, judging by the baby sound, somebody already did. They got very close, in a biblical sense, if you know what I'm saying. Retina's burning. Why would you put two of those right after one another? Why would you do that? Especially in a high contrast setting where my eyes aren't properly adjusted for changes in brightness. I'll count to 3. Then you'll wake up. You're commanding, aren't you, voice in my head? 1, 2... Bird! Fucking bird! 3! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! You can rest now, Mr. DeWitt. That will be quite enough for today. My best Lloyd Grossman voice. I think it'd be great, actually, for a therapist. Are these sessions really necessary? I am confident this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, Did you ever see him again? I saw... What did you see? Can you describe it? In 100 words or less? Yes, Twitter. A bird joke about a bird, I know. It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside, a complete darkness where an evil dwells deep below, a fear forgotten by human reasoning, but undoubtedly one that still resides deep inside our being. In my case, I fear that it is already awoken. I can understand why you were disturbed, Mr. DeWitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years, who is more versed in modern psychological practices than I. He owns the Van de Graaff. How's that for science? Yes. I think that kind of knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. Well, if you think it would help, Doctor, I'll leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. I just didn't have the heart to tell him. It was probably all because of him being ginger. Anthony, my friend, what happened to you? How could you have left your wife Anna to die so awfully? I'm still blaming the birds. I think it was most likely the birds. Seems the most reasonable. Because, these doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall very little of those years. Except, of course, being made to serve as a toast rack by the older boys. I can still picture it now. The cold refectory, bent over on the floor, hot crumpet branding my buttocks with buttery shame. The value of a private education. Were your words the result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning to ward me from genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind, addled by insanity? Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest again until I go back to that boarding school. Find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now, in peace. Of course, the ultimate horror that awaits Mr. DeWitt is finding out that it wasn't even proper butter. It was, in fact, I can't believe it's not butter they used on those crumpets. Such low-class spreads. Oh, the shame of it all. I actually do find something quite comforting about sitting by firelight. Not even doing anything, just enjoying the flickers and the shadows. It's quite soothing to me. I've travelled all this way in a dirty Mac, apparently. Chapter 2. Memories. Right, yes. Sorry, that's, yes. Let's carry on. I gained a top hat between this cutscene and the last. I stole it from a passing hobo. Well, there they go, pinch all of their mail. I am very nosy, after all. Postcard. Perhaps it's from Brighton. Sex capital of the European. Dear Matthew, it's been several months, and I still have yet to learn how to write properly. You're probably just making up this letter, as I appear to have scribbled with congealed bovril over the course of this letter. Yes. But I got this address from a hospital in London. I pray it reaches you safely. If that's the case, I want you to know that I'll always be waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Thinking this is supposed to be an old letter. I'm assuming this place is probably going to turn out to be abandoned. Been here for more than a week. Oh, so perhaps not then. This place still a boarding school? If so, I hate to break it to you, love, but if this dude really did bang you and run, that's probably what's actually going to have happened. Your brothers are right. My god, it's a weeping angel. Whatever you do, don't blink. The school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but now it looks neglected and dirty. Dirty like my memories. No! Etc, etc. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything else. Should we pop inside, or should we explore around the place? Get a lay of the land, so to speak. Can I climb in a window? Ah! That's not climbing in the window, that's walking around the edge of the building, David. A locked wooden coffin, badly finished. Seems whoever made it was in a rush. Fair enough. Doubt anyone's gonna much care once it's in the ground and buried. Certainly not the chap inside. Good evening. I hope you're right, and it's indeed a good evening. What a peculiar fellow. My name is DeWitt. I didn't know there was a cemetery here. My pleasure, Mr. DeWitt. I'm Frank Baldwin. Don't ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. Jesus Christ. Punishment's harsh at this school. So, I'm sorry, I didn't complete my math homework. You little fuck! Ah! What is there to understand, Mr. DeWitt? God has forsaken this place. Ah, you don't know. Here we take care of patients. Wait, what? It was a school, wasn't it? I'm an old alumnus. I used to attend the school. Oh, it's been a long time since it was a boarding school. Oh, no, it's a nursing home run by the nuns. A former student, eh? Well, I never heard of anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. Full of bummers, they said. Oh well. Not a lot is known about it. Just closed suddenly over the night. Right, excuse my interruption, Mr. Baldwin. Well, have a nice evening, alumnus DeWitt. No, that's not my name, why am I explaining? Bloody peasants. This small group of graves has been haphazardly arranged. Couldn't even afford a bit of string to make sure they're level. God damn it, Baldwin. Ooh, by the coast. Nice. An old piece of fishing net, they say. Huh? Well, mine now. Could pinch a bit of driftwood, yeah. It's been smoothed into a small log. Fine. Mine now. I've got a stick and some net. Halfway to building my own badminton set. The Lost Pilgrim, a sea stack all the students at the school used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials. Probably J.C. DeWitt, I imagine, and the C stands for crumpet. Okay. I know, I'm in a weird mood for playing games at the moment. It's been very strange lately. Very strange time indeed for me. Oh my god, nuns. At a boarding school? What kind of a porno is this? Excuse me, sister, I guess. It ain't Mary Clarence. Too pasty for that. Good evening, I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. DeWitt, I'm a former student of this boarding school. Well, when it was a school. As you can see, Mr. DeWitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago. It is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. Right, yes. Even so, may I please speak, to Mr. DeWitt? I'm afraid we are too busy to start wasting our time talking about past issues, or even having common decency and courtesy. In addition, there's very little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school already closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly. Yeah, I told her they were Catholic. You didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this? You didn't ask me. She didn't ask why I was here, did she? Pretty damn certain she didn't. Guess it would be a good idea to visit this place again and perceive the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time? That's some Ocarina of Time bullshit you're spouting. Look, I just mean this place will help me remember my past. If you have memory problems, I would recommend you visit a doctor, and don't waste your time here. Look, to be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important to me, but it is. Very important. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. DeWitt. I'll allow you to stay around, and I just hope I won't regret my decision. Don't start stealing everything's not nailed down. Well, I can't promise anything there. He actually waited for a second before making himself at home. This painting holds a visage of judgment, and yet compassion. What an interesting dichotomy of it. Some bandages and other medical equipment, nothing of interest. Excuse me. Among the baggages, I see a packet of letters. I'd ask you not to touch my belongings, please. You're not aware who you're talking to. I wasn't talking at all, I was stealing. Picture of Saint Camillus Delay, patron saint of the sick, hospitals and nurses. Seems forsaken, this place. Throw a net on her and get it anyway. I shall capture her with a tiny net. Doctor! Sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind, he's been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinch. Mary Vinch. Juliet! Why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his wife. He won't accept she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Vinch. I hope he recovers. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Guess this is for you, then. Addressed to a Matthew, after all. Oh, thank you. Leave it to me, if you'd be so kind. You can see my brother is too weak to read. Too weak to what? Well, Matthew, let's see who has written to you, shall we? Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Massive Vinch. It's a missive from Miss Vinch. Oh, fuck, no. See, Matthew, I hope your beloved sister and you... Wait a minute. Lies, lies and slander. It was some broad he was poking. Yeah, whatever. Probably not even his sister, are you? Miss Vinch is making up the letter's contents. Yep, she's talking bullshit. No, never mind then. Leave her wait a minute, actually. Can I pinch her of things now she's distracted being a liar? Yes, I can. See, children, lying never ends well. And too much time lying, someone might steal all your shit while you're not looking. Speaking of which, the magazine entitled Weird Tales. That's probably a reference to one of the publications that did Lovecraft's early stories I just don't know about. What happened to you? Are you alright? Here, you dropped your ticket. There was a rhythmic sound like breathing. What? Last night I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough like tree bark brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall like a great shadow. I lit the lamp, but there was nothing there. Okay. Miss? Are you okay? No, she's passed out. Well, she didn't soil herself. Quite a pale young boy. He's asleep. Presume I'll have to wake him at some point later. There were several crucifixes fixed to the headboard of this bed. But why? There's people around here be crazy, crazy, I tell you. Please, someone, piety. I'm sorry, you cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there, next to the statue of Our Lady. Don't you think she's beautiful? The Virgin listens to all in need. The gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary takes up most of the room. Ugh. It would serve no purpose. Yeah, it would. Stop it being creepy. Picture of the Virgin Mary, blah, blah, blah. Mostly looks pained and sorrowful. What's this then? Oh, the quick exit. The one that goes straight to the graveyard. Well, I suppose it saves on shoe leather and wheelbarrow wheels. We used to keep our textbooks here. Ooh, there's a music box. Well, it's mine now. Yoink. Do, 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 do. I like the music here, I really do. Dear brother, I received your letter and I'll try and write you more frequently. Hope you're studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with a fever, and I'd not feel very well either, but I'm on medication. See, entire family struck down by syphilis. Tragic time, really. Today it's my birthday, and I'm feeling blue. Dabba-dee dabba-die. It's a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mummy's going to cook a lemon cake, as those that Grandma used to make. Wish we could all eat it together. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing, what you're learning, how is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Okay. How touching, really. Well, maybe stuck in school being forced to be a toast rack. But at least you're not at home dying of syphilis. January 15th, 1878. Father Ernest seems unusually troubled today. Several times he is paused abruptly in the middle of the lecture for no reason. I think he's unwell. January 18th, 1876. Today Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even DeWitt was admonished, just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his eye toward me. My father would be disappointed if I failed to get good marks. January 21st, 1878. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of lecture he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. Ah, more syphilis. January 22nd, 1876. Well, Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us he'd been taken ill. What worries me now is that Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. Yeah, so there's a lot of it about there in the clergy. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. February 20th, 1876. It's been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We're told that he's still sick, but if he's so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I've taken it upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of the problems going on here. February 23rd, 1876. It was announced this morning that the school is closed. None of us know why, and we can't get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodge the question. I'm starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, while they try to hide it behind a calm facade. But what about Father Ernest? Here he is alone, is to remain after we vacate the premises. There's a picture in the diary. All those identical haircuts, except for the one bald dude. It's a photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I don't remember the names of the others. Really, a boarding school in Scotland, and DeWitt was the only ginger. I don't believe that for a second. Blah blah blah, yeah, just a chance to reread all this shit. Don't need to do that. Clicking it yes, yeah. Even just the surprise information cord, right at the end. Nice. It's not a sentence written on the board. In death there is hope, in death there is life. One must seek its nature, its true nature, to understand the nothing. Because the class had been studying the never-ending story. When was that originally written? I wonder. The books on these shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. That was singularly unenlightening. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Give him a music box? No. Smash. Nurse with music. No. Never mind. Piety. Yes, I know. Wouldn't stick his tooth. Ooh, hello. So, okay. So I can't turn the music back on until I find something smaller and thinner to wind it with. Okay, that works for me. Just presume she really won't let me talk to him. Nah, just the usual, exact same crap. But she keeps talking about the statue, so presumably at some point that statue is going to be important. Smash statue with lock? I have no intention of harming the statue. Christ, man, that looks important. And not to mention expensive. You're a true English gent of it. So that's kind of that then. Actually, wait, letters. I wonder. I mean, presumably she just stopped me from giving them to him, right? My letters? All the letters I wrote, dear Juliet. You never posted them. But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refused to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family's status. It's for your sake that I did this. I needed to protect you from that woman's treachery. With another woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, with your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you any more, Mary. Leave me. From this day forth you are no sister of mine. You dare to banish me? I who have stayed by your side all throughout your illness? Very well, Matthew. You'll have your way. Never again shall you have to look upon the sight of Mary Vinge. Ah, fuck. Thanks be to the Lord you have come to revere my sister's cruelty, sir. Please, take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It's my lucky coin. I hope it serves you better than it has myself. Oh dear. Take a gander. Yeah. Poor Assad. Dying of syphilis. Oh, that works. What a jaunty little tune. I still cheer up the miserable cow over here long enough that I can actually talk to this lad in the bed. Ding ding ding. No? No one cares about my music. Story of my life, really. Oh, never mind then. Oh, fuck. Didn't mean to do that. No? What if maybe it was time specific? I had to give it to her while it was still playing or some such. How about you? Can I wake you up with this? Let's give it a go. Da-da. Ding, 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 ding. No? Nobody cares about my music. Crying shame. What a crying shame. Well, I haven't even been upstairs yet, have I? Old tapestry of the Virgin Mary with the baby Jesus in her arms. The baby Jesus. What's this? A syringe and... Ooh, morphine! Flintstones chewable morphine. Yes, please. Really? You picked up a piece of driftwood from off the beach, but you won't grab morphine? What the hell is wrong with you, Divot? Antique cupboard, well-worn Bible, and some rosary beads. Good evening, sister. Sister. All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? Between your accent and the lack of teeth, it's... All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something to give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream and die. What's it for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? No. Maybe there is no Lord. Perhaps it's all meaningless. Perhaps we were just specks of dust crying out in the void. I can't go on. Excuse me, sir. Want to listen to some music? Always make me feel better. I certainly can't control the bit. It worked. Oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless you. You've given me the sign I was looking for. With my music. See, perhaps people do appreciate my music after all. Perhaps it's not entirely pointless. There you go. Ooh, now she's out of the room. Can I steal the morphine? First of all, a lot of dry leaves have accumulated in a hole in the old rusty pipe. Clear that out, I guess. The hole has a very sharp and rusty edge. If I try and put my hand in, I could cut myself. And die of tinnitus. Put the net over there? Why? You don't need to jam the net in there, just... Oh, whatever. Coin is too small to bend the sharp edges. Smash it with a music box? No? Sure, if it's rusted, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. From this vantage point, I can see the roofs of Aberdeen beyond that copse of trees.